And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Chicago Cubs and the Detroit Tigers. First pitch coming your way next. Just about ready to go. And today's starter, Tarik Skubal. And Singy, he likes pitching at home.
Well, truly for him, there is no place like home. He's been so dominant here. And as a teammate, you expect him when pitching at home this year to go out and dominate just as he has. The fans expect it. And I think everyone around here knows that he's a good pitcher. Even though we don't see the same splits on the road, we're going to start to see that translate as well.
Ready to go. Ian Happ up to hit. That's too low. And we're underway. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Falls it in for the out. And there's one away. Here's a look at the Cubs lineup. One guy leading the way offensively for this club right now, Seiya Suzuki.
And he's leading them in runs batted in this season, which tells me this guy is able to slow things down when it seems like there's a little bit of pressure, and he's looking at it as an opportunity to do damage. You know, a lot of guys, they see runners on base and they get big. They feel like all this pressure, I've got to get these runs in, but somehow he seems to settle into these situations. So watch out when he comes to the plate.
Kyle Tucker, batting with one down, takes a strike.
Not sure if he was expected for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
On the ground, Torkelson takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2.
Batting third, right fielder, Seiya Suzuki.
2 down, base is empty. And up next for Chicago, Seiya Suzuki. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
I mean, that's perfect location right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
Swing and a miss. That's strike 2.
No ball, 2 strike.
Now one missed.
1 and 2.
Swing and a miss, and Skubal gets the strikeout. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. The Tigers coming up, no score. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back at Comerica Park. And our pitcher in this game, Ben Brown. What do you have on him?
Well, you know this guy wants to be better than that. I mean, the ERA is bloated. He understands that he's got to put his team in a better position to win ball games. And at this point, you have to forget about your own individual stats, and you have to go out there and attack and try to get that W. And if you do that, you'll look up, and most likely that ERA will have dropped over time.
Outside low, and that's ball 2.
2 balls, no strike.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Has room, and he makes the catch. Let's take a check of the Tigers lineup. And one of the most exciting young stars in the sport, Spencer Torkelson.
And Boog, he's their team leader in home runs, so you know the pitchers on that other side, man, they took a lot of time preparing for him in that pregame meeting. You know, he's got a lot of pop, and it's real pop. It's not fluky at all. He can absolutely change the outlook of a game very quickly, so watch out when he steps in.
Gleyber Torres stands in now and watches strike 1. Right back to him on the mound. And Gleyber Torres retired.
Batting third, right fielder, Kerry Carpenter.
2 outs, base is empty. Digging in, Kerry Carpenter. Good power, not great in the OBP department. In there for strike one. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. The throw is late, and they come away without an out.
Batting fourth, left fielder.
Runner at first with 2 away.
Green.
And up next for Detroit, Riley Green. He's someone that really beats up on right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, give him a little bit more trouble. And it's through for a hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Batting fifth, first baseman, Spencer Torkelson.
Spencer Torkelson up now for the Tigers. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1 ball, no strike.
Two outs. Swing and a miss.
1-1.
Headed down the line. And a foul ball. Carpenter on second. Green on at first with 2 down. Got him. That's the 3rd out.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the batter is Carson Kelly. Scooble, 28 years old, and he was a 9th-round draft pick back in 2018. Ground ball up the middle. In plenty of time to first. Leadoff man retired here in the second. Pete Crow Armstrong, the next Cub to hit. Chris, has been a good year for him, having already set a new career high for RBIs in a season. That misses, and that's ball 1. No score here in the second. And another ball. Larry Bullard, our umpire behind the plate.
But Bullard's got a pretty standard strike zone. Sometimes he'll have you guessing a little bit, but overall, well-respected umpire in the league.
And there's a ball. Chris, do players ever change their approach in meaningful ways based on who's umpiring, or is it good to just be aware of tendencies so you're not? And that's how they get their first base runner of the game. Dansby Swanson stands in. Runner takes off. That's in for a strike. And safe. It's a stolen base. Siggy, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
And here it comes. And a foul ball. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And next for the Cubs, Nico Hoerner. That's in there. 0-1.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
Man at second. Foul ball there. Some heat there, and 98 miles an hour. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left on. Down to the bottom of the second. We're tied 0-0. And we're back.
Leading
Bottom of
off
the inning.
for
Now it's the second baseman, Colt Keith.
Colt Keith.
Brown back to work. Pitch
1-0.
misses there, and it's 1-0. In the air, left field, down the line. Makes the catch for the out.
Batting 7th. Catcher, Dylan
And here's the catcher,
Dingler.
Dylan Dingler. And that's a little bit high. Ball 1. That one is upstairs. One out, base is empty.
Ball 3.
Boom, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Strike 1.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
Swing, and that ball smashed down a line. Hat puts it away, and there are 2 down.
Batting 8th, third baseman.
And next up for the
Zach
Tigers,
McKinstry.
Zach McKinstry. In there at the knees. Strike 1. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Two down, nobody on. Ground ball, left side. Makes the sliding stop. And very nicely done for the out. Tigers are shut down there. We'll move to the third with no score. Back here in
Leading
Detroit,
off for
Justin
the Cubs,
Turner now.
First baseman, Justin
One home
Turner.
run shy of 200 for his career. Strike 1.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
And that one popped in the air, left field. Meadows moving under this one. Makes the grab. One up, one down.
Batting 9th, third baseman, Matt Shaw.
So up now for Chicago, Matt Shaw. That's in for a strike. Ball 1 there.
1 ball.
Good
1
spot
strike.
there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Fouled off. He was late. And that one almost hit him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Now batting.
So the
left
batting
fielder,
order
Ian
turns
Happ.
over. Ian Happ, the next Cub to hit. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. Fastball for a strike. Swing and a grounder foul first base side. Two outs. In the air, right field. Carpenter on the move. He's got it, and that'll do it. Nothing doing for the offense that time. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. No score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Javi Baez digs in right side. Saying you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. And that's downstairs. Ball 1.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
Yeah, big swing and a miss.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Next offering is outside. Ground ball right side, and that's just foul. Foul tip into the mitt, struck him out.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Back to the top of the Detroit order. Next to hit, Parker Meadows. That one finds the corner. 0-1. And a foul ball. That one outside, and it's 1-2. On the ground right side to first, and that quickly 2 away.
Now batting, designated hitter, Gleyber Torres.
Here comes Gleyber Torres. Grounded out back to the pitcher his first time. Base knock center field. And that extends the inning.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Up next for the
Kerry
Tigers.
Carpenter up now
Right
for the
fielder,
Tigers.
Kerry
Reached on an
Carpenter.
infield single his first time. Gets the outside corner with that one.
2 quick outs, needed to get that third one, wasn't able to do it. Now you bring up the heart of this order. You got to find a way to get it done right here.
Line drive, makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. So 1 hit is all they get. On to inning number 4. We're tied 0-0. Back at Comerica
Leading
Park,
off for the
John
Cubs,
Sciambi with
the
Chris
designated
Singleton,
hitter,
and
Kyle
set to lead
Tucker.
off the 4th, Kyle Tucker.
Looking good, Tigers.
Swinging a foul out of play.
You know, these Cubs, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Next offering is in for a strike.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Fouls it off, still 1-2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Just misses. Counts full, 3-2.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the three-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk.
Right fielder,
very gritty.
Seiya
Suzuki, the next Cub to hit. Struck out swinging his first time. Right through there for a strike. Fourth inning underway, no score. And that is in for a strike. And it's 0-2.
Well, he didn't like those first two pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Well done behind the dish.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still late on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
Carson Kelly, the next Cub to hit. Grounded out his first time up. And takes low for ball one. Liner, base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
Here's the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. That's a strike.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
And the 0-1.
Nope. 0-1.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
And that is cut on and missed. 1-2.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
And that's outside. One out. Runners at first and second. Pitch misses. 3-2 now. Dansby Swanson in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And they're all loaded up.
Oh, that sets up a really big at-bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
And here comes Dansby Swanson. Golden opportunity right here. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. If you're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
That misses the zone, and it's 1-1.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
The shortstop takes a ball.
Boog, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. And that is a foul ball. Tucker, the runner at third. Kelly over at second. Crow Armstrong at first. 1 gone. Next pitch is downstairs. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Here's Keith for 1, and that's 2.
Just trying to sneak one through with the bases loaded, but an excellent job by the defense to turn that one and get out of this jam.
Bottom of the 4th, here's the left fielder, Riley Green.
Left fielder, Riley Green.
And that's a little bit high, and that is ball 1. The bit behind with that swing, it's strike 1.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Comes up empty, that's strike 2.
2 strikes.
Line drive ripped down the left side towards the left field corner. Around first, heading for 2. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there. Now let's see if they can put up the first run of the game.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And now the first baseman, Spencer Torkelson.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Man at second. Swings here and drives one well left field. Way back, and you can forget it. They must be going crazy in the dugout. It's 2-0. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrist to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the lock, and gets the home run.
Colt Heath will hit next. And that skips into dirt.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And now 2-0.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. And in foul ground, he pulls it down. 1 out.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it.
Now
just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Dylan Dingler. 0 for 1 so far. On the ground to third. Throw to first in time.
Now batting, third baseman Zach McKinstry.
2 down, base is empty. Zach McKinstry up now for the Tigers. Grounded out his first time up. Misses inside. 1-0. 2 out, space is empty. And there's a strike.
1-1.
And it's fouled away. Two down, nobody on. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
He's mixing his pitches really well. Late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
Missed with a changeup. 2-2. And that's outside. That one the other way. That's a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Now it's Javier Baez. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. McKinstry, the runner at first with 2 gone. Pickoff throw. McKinstry back on a dive. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
2 outs. That misses the zone, and the count is 1-2. That's to third. Slides for the stop. The throw, and that's a nice play to end the inning. Detroit adds 2 on this homer. It's now a 2-0 ball game. You're dialed into the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready now for the 5th inning. So here's Horner now. Skubal back to work. 2 of the most potent offenses in the game squaring off.
You know, these Cubs just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. We've seen a lot of soft contact from them, and it hasn't been easy to barrel up the baseball in this one, but I'm interested to see if they can make any adjustments moving forward.
There's a strike.
One place to start in terms of turning the offense around is pitch selection. I think if they get a little more selective about what pitches they're going after, we'll start seeing better contact.
Checks a swing. Now an appeal to first. And no swing, says James Kingsley. Swing and a pop-up. And it falls. And a good start to the inning.
Now batting, the first baseman, Justin Turner.
Dominant performance for him today, Boog. Just 2 hits allowed so far. No runs across either. And he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
So now Turner in on that right side. That misses off the outside edge. Turner goes 5 feet 11 inches, 210 pounds, and he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2006. Clips the outside corner, and it's 1-1. Turner with just 1 more homer to reach the 200 career mark. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
You know, we usually talk about bigger numbers when it comes to homers, but only about 400 major leaguers have ever hit 200 round trippers in their careers. He's putting himself in great company.
The 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Runner at first with no outs here. That one misses. And that's ball 2.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
And that misses off the outside edge.
So here we go. Base runner at first, could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Base knock, and now a free pass. This has the makings of a big inning if they can get a couple more quality at bats.
And now it's going to be Matt Shaw. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Fastball for a strike.
There was a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
0-1 now. Fastball is outside. The 1-1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
So digging in, Ian Happ. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1.
Ball, no strike.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone, and we're at the top of the 5th. Happ lays off.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Ball. 3-0.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. That's towards center. Brings it in. 2 down.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Kyle Tucker.
Here's Kyle Tucker.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
High fly ball down the left field line. He's got it, and that's the 3rd out. Cubs strand a couple, and they're down 2-0. We head to the bottom of the 5th, and here's the Tiger leadoff man, Parker Meadows. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Happ makes the catch, and there's 1 away.
Now batting, designated hitter, Gleyber.
Gleyber Torres up to the plate, 1 for 2. And that's in for a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
That
One
one
ball,
way
1 strike.
inside.
Ball. 2-1.
That one fouled off. 2-2. And down on strikes. That K is his 3rd of the game. Chris, 3rd time through the order,
Now
and a couple of
batting,
quick outs
the
for the
right
starter.
fielder,
Yeah, he's been very
Gary
frugal
Carpenter.
today, economical with the pitch count.
Kerry Carpenter up now for the Tigers. High fly ball out towards left center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. That is the inning. Top of the 6th
Leading
inning.
off
So
for
up
the
now
Cubs,
for
right
Chicago.
fielder,
Seiya
Seiya
Suzuki. Just
Nope, that's
missed. Line to left. And foul ball. Off the mark there. 2 balls and a strike. That's a little bit low.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. This one in the air, right field. Carpenter makes the grab, 1 down.
Now batting, catcher Carson Kelly.
Carson Kelly, the next Cub to hit. First offering, and it just misses. Action in the pen down there. Will Vest up and throwing. Holton also throwing. And that is out of play. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Oh, there he gets the slider in on his hands, and it just eats him off. You know, it's hard to get the bat around on a pitch like that in tight. You just feel like you're crowded on the inside part of the plate. Can't get any extension. That's what he definitely should have laid off of.
Crow Armstrong, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. Two down, nobody on, and we're the top half of the 6th. Next offering is fouled back. Two down, nobody on. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And that one moves his feet. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's the Tigers 2 and the Cubs nothing. New pitcher in the game for the Cubs, Cade Horton.
And he's been
Now
hit pretty hard at times this year, so he's looking for better. Right now, giving up more than a hit per inning.
Here's Riley Green.
Leading off for
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Missed with a changeup, and that's ball 1. Movement in the Cubs bullpen. Ryan Brazier up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell. Foul ball. Swing and a ball popped in the air, and it drops in, and the leadoff man aboard.
Up next for the Tigers, first baseman Spencer Torkelson.
And here's the first baseman, Spencer Torkelson. His homer earlier is responsible for the only runs they've scored in this one.
Yeah, forget small ball. They're kind of living and dying by the long ball so far in this one.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Suzuki going back on it. Way back there, and gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add on. It's 4-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. That's great confidence in the power right there. Most hitters would try to hook that ball to the pull side and hit it out of the park. He stayed back, let it travel, and hit it hard the other way.
Colt Heath getting ready to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. That catches the corner. Looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold up if the rain gets any worse than this. So keep an eye on the pitcher's mound as well, and the rest of the infield start to puddle up a little bit.
And the 0-2. And that's in the dirt.
2 strike.
Out to short. Swanson whips it to first on the run, and he gets him. Nicely done.
Now batting, catcher Dylan Dingler.
And next to hit for Detroit, Dylan Dingler, known for his rocket arm behind the plate. That's down and in. A slider missed.
Strike 1. 1-1.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Still only 1 out here in the inning. That one missed. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Softly hit to third. Shaw on to first. That's the second out.
Up next for the Tigers, third baseman.
2 outs, base is empty.
McKinstry.
Zach McKinstry digs in now. We haven't seen a break in the weather, and the umpires might be forced to make a decision soon.
Yeah, I think so, Boog. I mean, everyone looking and wondering when they're going to stop play. It definitely feels close.
Two outs. Breaking ball misses down and away.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
And that one is lifted in the air. Crow Armstrong moves after it and makes the play, and that's out number 3. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now a 4-0 ball game. Back after this on the show.
Now pitching
Welcome back.
the
We're in the
Tigers.
7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound,
Number
Johnny
49.
Brevia.
Well, walks have been a big
Brevia.
issue for him this year, so I expect these hitters to be patient up there.
Swanson
Leading
digs
off
in.
for the Cubs.
The
Shortstop,
Cubs in
Anthony
striking
Swanson.
distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at-bat out of him right here.
First
1-0.
pitch, not close.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want
that's
it.
a ball.
Just missed.
2 balls, no strikes.
That finds the mark on the inside
2
corner.
balls,
In this
1
situation,
strike.
you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
Next pitch is outside. Late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting off
3
speed
balls,
there.
2 strikes.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
That could jumpstart an offense that's really struggled to
Now
score
batting,
in this one.
second
Don't want to
baseman,
wake a team
Vivo
up with the free
Horner.
pass.
So a man aboard, and up next for Chicago, Nico Horner. First pitch, and he just misses.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field, and it falls. And now 2 aboard.
Now batting, first baseman Justin
And it'll
Turner.
bring up Justin Turner.
His next home run will be the 200th in his career. It would be pretty cool to see it right here.
That misses the zone, and it's 1-0. And another ball. Shoots a line drive single into right center. Swanson headed for the plate. He'll score. It's an RBI single. It's 4-1.
Well done. Drives in the run.
Now
Pretty much a
batting,
model
third
swing
baseman,
on that
Matt
one as he
Shaw.
ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
So runners at the corners. Nobody out. And now here is Matt Shaw. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
No ball, 1 strike.
Tying run at the plate. That one fouled off.
One and two.
This one in the dirt. Runners hold tight. It's a ball and 2 strikes. With the tying run at the plate, here in the top half of inning number 7. Rolled to short, possible 2-ball. Flips it, one at second, to first, save. It's a fielder's choice and an RBI.
Well, an aggressive slide at second base, but it was legal. I like it because you're trying to break up the double play, and it looked like the slide impacted the throw a little bit. Nice job by the base runner.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Johnny Brebbia gives way. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching
change here, Will Vest.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
Ian Happ, the next Cub to hit. 0 for 3 in this one.
Get on base here and keep building off this momentum. They're getting closer, but they still got some work to do.
Outside with a breaking ball.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Man at first, one away. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Ball outside. Throw. Save. The tying run at the plate. That one finds the zone. It's 2-2. Vest checks the runner, and he's back in safely. And a foul ball, he stays alive. And now the count filled up 3-2.
Well, as a pitcher, when you make a big pitch down around the knees and don't get the call, it'll eat at you out there. So some handle it a little bit better than others. And right here, clearly letting the ump hear it a little bit.
Man at second. On the ground, right side. Down the line, and it's foul. That one down the line, and it's just foul. That was close. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Way back there. Just missed getting out of here in time this game. Runner tags at second, and he's up to third safely with 2 gone.
Now batting, designated hitter Kyle Tucker.
And now a very big at bat for Kyle Tucker. Just missed.
1 ball, no
Runner
strike.
at third, 2 away. Late swing, foul to the left. Just missed.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And that one ripped to left. And that's the 3rd out. They put 2 on the board with a couple of hits, no errors, and 1 left. 7th inning stretch time. Tigers 4 and the Cubs 2.
Now pitching for Chicago.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Ryan Brazier.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Here's Baez.
Leading off for the Tigers, shortstop Javier Baez.
Swings through that. Brazier is what you're looking for in a good reliever. The ball stays in the ballpark. It's so hard to square him up. And the 0-1. He swings and fouls one off. The next offering misses. And the count 1-2.
Yeah, he stays out of the middle and pitches either at the bottom or at the top on the edges. And because of that, if you do get it in the air, it's usually just a high fly ball. And when it's down in the zone, it's on the ground.
Caught him looking for the K.
Well, this is no secret. That slider is going to be his go-to pitch. Everyone in the ballpark knows it. It's a massive part of his arsenal, and he'll throw it a lot and in pretty much any count, any situation, and he's going to look to punch guys out as well. I tell you what, the effectiveness of that slider is always a big key for him.
Meadows in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. Oof. That one went straight back and got our ump right in the mask. Let's hope he's okay. And a swing and a miss there. He's so consistent that the manager basically can look at it like he's got 3 outs sitting in his pocket. That shortens the game. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
And a strike to Glaber.
When he takes the mound, you feel like, hey, this inning is wrapped or this ball game is over. He's just that good, and you can see it in opposing hitters as well.
That one lifted to left. Half under it. Makes the catch, inning over.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Bo Brisky.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
And now the right fielder, Seiya Suzuki. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Tap foul at the plate. Brisky in his 3rd season. He features a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, a slider, and he works in a sinker. Good eye right there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat.
That was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Carson Kelly, the next Cub to hit. That one lined into left field, and that's base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Now batting, center fielder Pete Crow Armstrong.
And next for the Cubs, Pete Crow Armstrong. He's 0 for 1. And that one fouled off.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Tying run at the plate. And ball 1.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
That one just misses.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
With the tying run at the plate, and we're in the top of the 8th.
Careful.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
And the tying run is on base.
Walks out of the bullpen can absolutely kill your momentum very quickly. They're in some hot water trying to protect this lead.
First and second, 1 out. And now it's Dansby Swanson. Fastball for a strike.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue finish off this hitter.
Activity in the bullpen for Detroit. Sawyer, Gibson, Long getting loose for A.J. Hinch. Canely also getting ready. 2 on, 1 out. Fought off foul. On the ground to the left, and that's a fair ball. Here comes Kelly. Here comes the throw. It's off the mark, and he scores.
That's a good job right there. You have 2 strikes on you, just got to battle.
Vivo Horner.
Nico Horner will come up to hit. Corner infielders playing in. Here goes the runner. Swing and a miss. Throw there. Safe.
They are being real aggressive to put some runs on the board. Get 2 runners now in the scoring position. Excellent job of stealing second base and staying out of a potential double play. Now that can kind of backfire and kill your rally, but it worked out nicely. Now a chance to do some damage.
In the air, right field. And just foul. That one misses. Gonna count 1 and 2.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
Line drive, base hit. 1 runs in. Here's the throw, but it's offline. He will score, and it's now 5-4.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. And here comes the Tigers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Bo Brisky will depart, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching.
New
for
pitcher
the
now,
Tigers.
Sawyer Gibson-Long.
Number
Just trying to
66.
keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And the batter will be Justin Turner. Horner on the go. Pitch misses inside. Throw to second, and he's out.
Man, I see him trying to be aggressive right there late in this ball game, trying to add on to that lead. You know, I really like the thought, but it just didn't work out that time. Nice job by the defense right there to keep things right where they are in terms of the score.
Yeah, that's fouled off. The 1-1 is fouled off. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. So they get 3 and jump ahead late. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Cubs 5 and the Tigers 4. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Genesis Cabrera.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Leading off for the
One-run
Tigers,
game.
right
Now it's the right fielder, Kerry Carpenter. 1 for 3. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. The Cubs bullpen with some action. Drew Pomerantz up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell. Palencia getting loose as well. Looking to get the tying run on base. And that one fouled off. The 0-2. And a curve misses outside. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down 1. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
So now it's the full-hole hitter, Riley Green. 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double. First pitch misses. One down, base is empty. Just off the inside edge.
Well, you get to this part of the order. Yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you, if he will.
There's a strike.
2-1.
Way out front for strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Bounce to the right. And that one handled. Tosses to first. And that quickly 2 away.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
And up next for Detroit, Spencer Torkelson. Hard hit to third. Zips it to first, and they get Torkelson for the out. And the Tigers retired 1-2-3. So they go quietly there. Ninth inning coming up. It's the Cubs 5 and the Tigers 4. Back here in Detroit, new inning getting started. Here's the third baseman, Matt Shaw.
Third baseman, Matt Shaw.
Line drive, and this might be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's got a leadoff double.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. As a hitter, there's not a whole lot better of a feeling than a double into the gap. Right off the bat, you know you put a great swing on the baseball.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And now Ian Happ. Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball one. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. And it's even up. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Tyler Holton getting loose out there. Lee, the right-hander, also getting loose. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one down.
Up next for the Cubs, the designated hitter, Kyle Tucker.
So here's Kyle Tucker now. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on-base and slugging too. There's the strike.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
One and two.
Shaw, the runner at second with one away. And now the count is even. And a breaking ball misses outside.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
Second walk of the game
Now
for him, and he's
fielder,
been really
Seiya
patient at the
Suzuki.
plate. A game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
2 on, 1 out. So up now for Chicago, Seiya Suzuki. That one misses. That's 5 straight.
Well, he's already in some trouble, and falling behind in the count makes it even worse. Then you've got to throw the ball over more of the plate, and that's where they can really do damage against a guy like this.
And that's in for a strike. And 1-1.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
Next offering is in for a strike. Runners at first and second with 1 gone here at the top of the ninth. Gets a piece and stays alive. Two on, 1 out. Pitch misses. The count now 2-2. And there's a ball.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Swing and a ball popped in the air, and that'll fall for a base hit. throw back in, holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only one away.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. High fastball, even a little above the zone, but such a good job of staying tall on the backside, getting that barrel there to meet it just in time. I tell you what, it's not easy to do. Now the base is loaded. Big opportunity for them to break this game open.
Kelly, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
He starts him with the fastball, and that's a pitch that's right in his wheelhouse. You need to be careful against him with that one.
Ground ball could be 2. The flip, there's 1, and that's 2.
Pitcher made the pitch, and his players made the play behind him. Nice job. 4-6-3 inning-ending double play.
Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Daniel Palencia.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can, so it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Well, one-run game. Here's the second baseman, Colt Keith. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. That's in there. Strike 1.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Line drive, that's a base hit. And it gets by him. Now around second, going for third. Here's the catcher, Dylan Dingler.
Now batting.
And there's no doubt that they'll feed off the energy from this crowd, right?
I mean, yeah, I'd say the intensity level has gone up a few notches for sure. Now, Boog, this is a real tough place for visiting teams to come in and close out ball games for a win.
Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike. One-run game, bottom 9. And a base hit right there. Runner from third into score. And it's an RBI single, and they've tied it in the bottom of the 9th.
Huge moment for him and his team, Boog. You know, some guys just grip it a bit too tight in a big spot like this, having a chance to tie it up in the bottom of the 9th. But he didn't let the moment get to him. Comes up with the RBI knock, and now he's giving his teammates a chance to walk this thing off with the win if they can push across another run.
Now here is Zach McKinstry.
No ball, 1 strike.
Winning run on base at first, no outs. And fouled off.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
That one not close. Now 1-2. That one missed. Swung on, belted. That's back. Makes the grab on a leaping play at the wall.
Oh my, epic rob right there. They were already celebrating, thought they had the walk-off home run, but he goes up at the fence and makes an incredible catch to save the ball game.
So here's Baez now. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Now a pop-up on the infield. Turner settles underneath it. Squeezes it. Out number 2.
Well, that's a frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics, and instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
Meadows in the box now as he leaves that one up high. And that's through there for a strike. And a count 1-1.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
98 at the knees, and she couldn't connect. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Trying to send this to extra innings.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Outside.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Gleyber Torres in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Headed towards the corner. Tries to make the play, but it's foul. Cut on and lifted in the air. And that is foul. Ball 4, he walked in. And that'll keep the line moving.
Now batting, designated hitter, Gleyber Torres.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Daniel Palencia done for the day, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break.
Now pitching for
Drew
the Chicago
Pomeranz
Cubs.
into the game.
Number
This
45.
southpaw's been really good against
Drew
left-handed
Pomeranz.
hitters. First and second, 2 outs. Next is the designated hitter, Gleyber Torres. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
In the air to left center. Crow Armstrong should have it. Drops into the glove, and that is the inning. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single, all even at 5 apiece. It's Major League Baseball on the show. We're in extras here. So up now for Chicago,
Leading
Pete
off for
Crow
the Cubs,
Armstrong.
Center fielder,
Now, this
Pete
guy,
Crow
a
Armstrong.
player that, if he gets on base, has the ability to really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
Gibson Long back to work. That clips the corner.
Well, it's kind of deflating. You blow that lead in the bottom of the 9th. So here's a new opportunity. Hit the reset button. Try to get some more runs.
Oh, this is deep to left center. Way back there. On its way. Gone. He rocketed that one out of here. It's 7-5. The brighter the lights, the more he shines.
Yeah, this guy lives for big moments, and right there made a statement big time. like he's playing wiffle ball up there, and that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. To the slight opposite field, into the gap. Man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
And here comes the Tigers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Sawyer Gibson Long won't go any further, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break.
Now pitching
Tyler
for the
Holt
Tigers.
taking over on the mound.
Should be a good first matchup for him here. He's been doing a great job against right-handed bats so far this season. They've had a lot of trouble squaring him up.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Dansby Swanson. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Nobody on, nobody out. A pair of runs across in the inning, and here in extra innings. Sliced hard but foul. And a 1-1. And there's a foul ball. And they'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
That's the ball.
Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame here in the top half of the 10th. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. And it remains 2-2. Towards first, Torkelson. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. And Swanson is set down.
Second baseman, Nico Horner.
Here's Nico Horner, a former first-round pick, and he's really turned into a nice everyday player. Hit on the ground to short. Sends it to first, and now 2 gone.
Now batting, the first baseman, Justin Turner.
Now Justin Turner gets a chance to hit. Just missed. Tigers bullpen with some action. Kiter Montero up and loosening in the pen. Lee getting cranked up as well. That clips the inside corner for a strike. That one close, ruled a ball. 2-1. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in extra innings. Foul ball there. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. The throw is still in time, and they come away with an out after a tricky start to the play. 2 runs on 1 hit, the 2-run homer. Last chance to even things up. We head to the bottom of inning number 10. It's the Cubs 7 and the Tigers 5. Bottom of the inning, and the batter now, Kerry Carpenter.
Right fielder, Kerry Carpenter.
And that is out of play. Tying run at the plate. Fouled off. He was late. Way outside, and it's 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone.
And a swing and a miss. And now one away.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
Riley Green up now for the Tigers. And a breaking ball misses outside.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
Next offering upstairs.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Just one out remaining for the Tigers.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
And now, Spencer Torkelson. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those two he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dip.
Fastball in for a strike. It's 0-1. With the tying run at the plate, and the home team trying to pull it out. This one in the air. Swanson. That's the ball game.
Well, this is a big win on the road and going extras into 10. So hard to pull those out, but I think this team did a great job of keeping the crowd out of the ball game late. When you can do that, it kind of calms everything down, keeps the adrenaline of the opposing team down a bit, and you can steal a win and get out of here happy.
A 7-5 final score in this one. The Cubs go home a winner. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long